welcome back. Delighted to have you here with me moving on the mat. Today we're going to work a lot on our side body. So a lot of oblique focus work, which I know we all love a good set of obliques for aesthetic reasons, but more importantly, side body strength is great for building spinal strength and spinal mobility, which is something we definitely all need. So like I said, a lot of obliques, also going to be targeting the side of those glutes, which never like to turn them on. So we're definitely going to try to turn them on today. As always, if anything doesn't feel right, just come down, reset and join back in with me. I'm just guiding you, so listen to your body and join back in when you are feeling good and strong again. On that note, we are going to get going. So if you just stand up for me, come to the back of your mat, giving yourself that little bit of space. From here, you can drop your chin to your chest. We're just going to roll down nice and slowly. Let everything hang heavy here, releasing that tension in the back body and bending into those knees. Keep the chin tucked into the chest. Slowly start to roll up for me. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears and back and down. Once more. Lovely, chin to chest, roll yourself down. Nice and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, let everything hang heavy here, dropping the back of the head and neck. Press into the heels, keep the chin tucked to the chest as you round the spine and slowly start to bring yourself up. Nice and slowly, head is the last to come up. Once you get here, roll the shoulders. Once, twice, reverse that direction, forward, up towards the ears, back and down. From here, last one, drop the chin to the chest. Slowly roll vertebrae by vertebrae, peeling yourself down till you get to the mat. Once you get here, walking your hands out into a high plank position, protracting the shoulders, which means you're pushing yourself away from that ground, pushing the mat deeper into the floor. Rounding the back of the shoulders, keep the shoulders away from the back of the ears. Engage the core, engage the quads. We're here for 6 breaths. Lovely. For 5, for 4, for 3, 2. Pike the hips to the ceiling. Find your downward dog here. And bending into one knee at a time, just releasing that back body, posterior chain. Feel that nice calf and hamstring stretch. Walking out for 6. Focus on that breath. Big inhales. Big exhales. Nice. From here, holding those heels heavy onto the mat or as deep as you can. Big inhale into the back body. Exhale, blow it out. Now shift your weight onto the balls of the feet, coming forward back into that high plank position again. Shoulders back in line with the wrists. And you're going to give me 5 more breaths here. For 4, 3, 2. Now pike the hips up to the ceiling. Downward dog, pressing the heels into the mat. Big inhale into the back body. Exhale, blow it out. Then shift and ripple that weight forward into your plank. Deep breath here. Big inhale, big exhale. Lift the hips to the ceiling. Hold for an inhale. Hold for an exhale. Coming through into that plank position, shoulders back in line with the wrists. Push that ground away from you, engage the core. Lift those hips back up. Nice. Again, rippling through. Last full round here. Breathing here for me. Pike those hips to the ceiling. Downward dog. Really press those heels as deep as you can into the mat. Then ripple and shift your weight forward into your plank position again. From here, keep the shoulders, hands exactly where they are. All I want you to do is lower the knees so the knees come to the mat. Everything else stays in the exact same position. From here, squeezing those oranges, keep the elbows tucked in. Bend the elbows, lower that chest, hovering over the mat. Exhale, push yourself up. Inhale, lower the chest, bend the elbows. Exhale, push yourself up. Really keep the elbows tucked into the body, targeting the back of the triceps. You're here for 4. Use that breath. For 3. Nice. Child's pose coming in. 2. Last 1. Push yourself up. Let your knees go nice and wide. Sit your glutes back onto the heels. Melt that chest through the center. Breathe into the back body and release it out. Lovely, rippling your way forward. Coming up and around, you're going to meet me in a supine position. From here, nice and simple, before we begin, all I want you to do, feet are flat on the mat in line with your hip, knees are bent, parallel legs. From here, we have a little gap between our lower back and the mat. Very subtly, I just want you to tilt your hips towards your ribs, so you imprint your lower back onto the mat, engage, drawing it all up. Don't forget to breathe while you're here. And then release, relax, neutral spine. Again, tilt the hips towards the ribs so you close that gap or air pocket between the lower back and the mat. Engage, draw it all up. And release, relax, neutral spine. Last one, tilt the hips towards the ribs, find that imprint, engage, and release, relax, neutral spine. From here, floating the legs to a tabletop position. Remember, your shins should be able to balance a tray of drinks on them, so they should be parallel to the ceiling. Knees in line with the side of the hips, not too close to the tummy or chest. Extend the arms straight up to the ceiling. Keep your lower back imprinted. Now extend our right leg out as we let our left arm fall back behind us and draw it through the center. Opposite side, left leg extends, right arm falls back, draw it through the center. Alternating sides here for me. Use your breath, control the movement. Don't rush it. Slow it right down, find that control and that precision. Come back to that breath. Well done. Nice. We're here for 4. Lovely. Take your time. Keep your ribs wrapped around and down. Keep that lower back imprinted. Last 2. Last 1. Come through the center. Glue the knees, legs, feet together. From here, you're going to extend both legs out. Keep those legs glued together. Arms can fall back behind you, but don't lie down flat. Keep them hovered. We're here for 4. For 3, 2, 1. Come through the center. Final round here, you're going to extend them out. We're going to hold for 6. Extend and hold. We're here for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Come through the center. Give yourself a little hug here. Rock from side to side. Just release out that tension for a moment. And once you're ready, I'm going to get you to place your hands behind the back of the thighs and just swing yourself up to that seated position. From here, if you do have a ball, grab your ball for me. Pop the ball in between the legs. Some people might have a yogi block. This will also work. Placing the block in between your leg, whatever you have, or if you've nothing, don't worry at all. From here, keeping your your feet flat on the mat. And from here, imagine that I was sitting on your feet. So really anchor them down, don't allow them lift. And once you're ready, you're going to extend your arms out nice and long. Now we're going to tuck our tailbone under. We're going to round the spine, finding that C curve, and we're going to lean back. Just as much as it feels good before those feet lift. And then exhale, bring yourself up. Keep the spine rounded. It's now about lying down or how low you can go. You want to keep that tension. Tuck the tailbone under, rounding the spine. Lean yourself back. Then exhale, draw yourself back up. Nice long spine. Imagine someone's pulling you from the crown of the head when you come up. Rounding the spine, C curve. Find that lean. Exhale, come back. Nice elongated spine. Pull yourself up. Last one here like this. And you lean yourself back. Lovely. From here, this time, I want you to round your spine. Slowly, slowly lean yourself back. All the way. Nice. Lying down, let the arms go over your head. Now slowly, chin to chest. Peel vertebrae by vertebrae. Really don't try to use momentum. Really think lower back, mid back, upper back before you come back up onto those hip bones. Lovely. Nice. Roll yourself back, lying all the way down. Last one here. Chin to chest. Roll yourself up nice and slowly. Nice long spine. Perfect. From here, I want you to grab the ball if you have it. Bring your arms out in front. If you don't worry. Again, glue those feet to the mat. Tuck the tailbone under, rounding yourself. back. Bring your arms up overhead. Think bicep alongside the ears so they're not out in front. Arms are behind you. Lovely. From here, I want you to exhale, twist from the trunk. Come down to the left-hand side as if that left elbow is trying to touch your mat. Then come up through the center. Twist the trunk, right elbow touches the mat. Really feel that big twist. Nice. And slow it down for me. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Staying in that lean. Nice. If it gets too much, come up a little bit. Sit up straighter. For 3. Nice. Slow it down. Exhale, twist. 2. Last 1. Come up through the center. Nice. Really, really strong. From here, I'm going to get you to place that ball just about where you tie your bra strap or in between the shoulder blades. If you have one, place the ball there. If not, you can use your forearms to anchor yourself down a little bit more to stay up in that crunch position. Now from here, you're not just falling back on the ball if you have it, or you're not just lying. Okay, I want you to think about shortening that distance between the hips and the ribs. So you're still in that crunch-like position for me. Okay, then from here, once you're ready, you can bring your hands to your ears, especially if you have the ball. If not, you can anchor yourself down with your forearms. From here, hands to the ears, and all you're going to do, legs in tabletop, tap the right big toe down, draw back up to tabletop. Stay in that crunch, so really shortening that distance between the hips and the ribs. You're using your core to hold yourself up. Nice. And finding our toe taps here for 6. Well done. For 5, breathing really strong. For 4, for 3, 2, last 1, come into tabletop. Now from here, I almost want you to think knee to armpit as you tap the right knee into that left armpit, extend the left leg, come back through the center. We're going to stay on the same side. So bringing that right knee in over to that left armpit as you extend the left leg and come back. Exhale as you twist. Inhale, center. Nice. You're going to give me 5 more like this. Use your breath. For 4. Lovely. You can do this lying down flat if you don't have a ball. For 3. Nice. Exhale for 2. Last 1. Find that twist. Exhale. Hold. Maybe you can straighten the arms. Hold for 5. Really reach. 4. 3, 2, come through the center. We're going to go straight to that opposite side. So your right elbow comes over to that left knee and extend the right leg this time. Nice. Think about pulling that knee into almost that right armpit so you really get that rotation and that twist. We're here for 5 more. Use your breath. Your core should be speaking to you. Mine definitely is. You probably can hear it in my voice. The shakes are coming. Exhale for 2. Last 1. Hold. Extend those arms if you can. Here for 4. 3, 2, 1. Through the center. Release yourself up. Whew. Well done. Give yourself a moment. Just release it out. I know I definitely need it. You can wrap your hands around the back of the thighs. Inhale. Open up that chest and shoulders. Exhale. Around the spine. Inhale, open up. Exhale, around the spine. Lovely. From here, placing that ball back where it was if you have it. If not, you can lie down flat, okay? Again, really think about that crunch position for me. Okay, our elbows we're going to tuck in. We're going to make ourselves like a small little ball. And then as our elbows open up nice and wide, extend those legs long. Lovely. Elbows come in, crunch yourself in into that ball. Keep the legs in tabletop. Then extend the legs long, glue them together, elbows open up wide. Nice. You're going to give me 6 more here like this. Well done. Final push to your core, really strong. For 3. For 2. Last 1. Extend it out, hold, breathe for 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. 1 and release. Well done, really strong. That ball can come to the side. From here, we're going to come onto our side body. I want you to come onto your left forearm for me. Okay, left forearm comes down onto the mat. Make sure your shoulders are in line with the wrists.
And then from here, your knees are stacked up on top of each other. I want you to glue your big toes together, okay? From here, don't let the big toes come apart. And all I'm going to get you to do, you're going to lift your left ribs up and out so you're not sunken down towards the mat. You're already engaged, lifting yourself up and out. Shoulder in line with the wrists. Right hand can come to the hip. And from here, all you're going to do is open up with that right top leg. Keep the big toes glued together. And then lower the knee down. It just barely hovers or barely touch. It doesn't rest, okay? So lifting that right knee up and then lowering it down. Finding our clamshells here. Lovely. Nice. If you do have the ball and you do want to be mindful of not collapsing down, you can put the ball underneath, but you're not squishing it, okay? So it just keeps it there to keep the height. Lovely. And reminds you not to collapse those left ribs down. If you don't, just be mindful yourself. Lift yourself up and out. Well done. We're here for 8. Nice. For 7. Really bringing that right leg up as much as you can. And if you do have a resistant band at home, feel free to pop the band around the knees, just adding that little extra resistance. Lovely. For 4. Well done. Really pulling that right knee up without falling off those hips. So we're not rocking in those hips. Everything's stable. 2. Last one. And release it down. Lovely. This time, from here, what you're going to do, you're going to raise the right leg. Nice. And raise the right foot. Okay, so you're going to lift the leg up and release it down. You're keeping that 90-degree angle for me, so the knees are staying bent. All you're doing is lifting the knee and the foot off that bottom leg, I should say. So the top leg is lifting, staying bent in your 90-degree angle. And lower. Again, you barely touch or you just hover over that bottom knee on the way down. You don't relax unless you really need it. Lovely. We're here for 6 more. Well done. We're going to add a layer in 5. Again, we're targeting the side of those obliques here, trying to activate and turn them on as they like to stay lazy. For 3. For 2. We're going to add a layer. This time, as you're lifting up the top leg, I want you to peel and lift your bottom hips away from the mat. Then lower the hips down, lower the legs. Okay, if you want a little bit more support, you can place that right hand on the mat. Lift the top leg, keep it bent. Lift your hips, peel it up off the mat and lower it down. Well done. Pushing out of that forearm as well. Lifting those bottom ribs up and out. Getting onto the obliques now here as well. Starting with that side body. Well done. I did tell you in advance. Well done. Really strong. We're here for 4. Nice. Lift those hips up. For 3, lift that knee. 2. On the last one here, we're going to stay lifted. Hold. Now sweep that leg out in front as if your neighbor's back was in front of you. You're giving a little kick. And then sweep it back. Sweep it out in front. And sweep it back in line with the hip. Don't go too far back behind you. You don't want to arch that back. Keep the height as if it's in line with your hip. Your bottom hips are lifted off the mat if you can. And we're sweeping that leg, pointing the toes. We're here for 5. Well done. For 4. Really strong. For 3. Lift yourself up and out of that mat. 2. 1 and bend that knee, release it down. Staying on our forearm, I want you to extend the legs nice and long for me. Perfect. From here, your right foot can go in front of your left so you have a little bit more balance. You can use that right hand to press onto the mat to give yourself a little bit of support at the beginning. What you're going to do, you're going to lift yourself up into that forearm plank. Once you're here, see if you can extend your right arm to the ceiling. And from here, we're going to thread the needle. Lovely. And we're going to go for 8. Use your breath. Exhale as you twist. Inhale, come up. Last 5. Well done. For 4, lift those left hips up and out away from the mat. 3, really twist from the trunk. It's not just the shoulder. 2, last 1. Hold yourself up at the top if you can. For 6, for 5. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower yourself down. Well done. One final push here on this side. You're going to come up onto your hand for me. Legs are going to stay long in the exact same position. So right foot in front of the left. From here, we're on our hand this time. Your right arm is down by your side. As you peel and lift the hips up into your plank position, side plank, sweep that arm up and over, almost like a banana shape. And then as you lower the hips back down, that arm can come swinging down by the side. So lift the hips up, peel yourself up into that banana shape, and then lower down. Nice, we're just here for 6. Well done, really strong. Lovely. Use that breath, lift yourself up and out, make that nice rainbow or banana shape. For 3. Well done, release, nice on that collapse. Slow it down, 2, 1, last one, hold it up here, hold. Now if you can bring that right arm back as if it's touching the left foot, and then bring it back into your side plank. Pike the hips up and bring it back. For 6, well done, really strong. For 5, if you need to bring that bottom knee down, do. 4, lovely. For 3, woo, I'm shaking. Well done. For 2, lift and pike those hips as you tap. 1, side plank position, and bend the knees, lower yourself down. Staying there, just bend the knees. Bring that left arm up and over. Feel that nice side body stretch, release it out. Breathe into it here. Lovely, maybe circle that wrist. Release out all that tension. Roll the shoulders for me. Left hand comes down, bend into that left elbow as the right arm goes up. Perfect. Again, maybe you want to cross the arm over, just release that shoulder and tricep. Whatever's on fire here, definitely my shoulder. And release it out. Opposite side. Perfect. From here, we're going to lie on that mat. What you're going to do, if you have the ball, you're going to bring the ball in between the legs. We're going to go on to our shoulder bridge, okay? So if you have a ball, place it in between the knees. If not, please don't worry. Just keep your legs parallel and think of your knees as headlights of a car. So they're not knocking out or they're not falling in. Everything's in line with the hips, feet flat on the mat. Nice and simple to begin with. Find your imprint, so tilt the hips towards the ribs. Then press into the heels as you peel and lift those hips up off the mat. Hold here, squeeze and clench the glutes, don't overflare that rib cage. And then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, peel back down. Lovely, again, find that imprint. Pressure in the heels as you peel and lift your hips all the way up. Try not to overflare those ribs. And slowly peel it back down. Last one here for me. Lift the hips up, hold at the top. Now if you want to add another little layer and a little bit more of a stability challenge, you can bring those arms up to the ceiling away from the mat. If you need that little bit of support, keep them pressed down, especially if you have a bad back. Then from here, you're going to lower your bum down as if you were just about to touch your mat. Then exhale, lift the hips back up, squeeze the glutes at the top. Inhale, dip, exhale, lift. Well done. We're going to go for 6 more like this. Really strong. For 4. Nice. For 3. Lovely. 2. Last one. Hold at the top. Lovely. Really, really strong here. Press into the heels. Don't flare those ribs. Squeeze the glutes. We're here for 5. Breathing for 4. For 3, 2, 1. Lowering it down. Now, if you have the ball, I want you to place that ball behind the right knee. If you don't worry. You can do all of this without it. And once you're ready, what I'm going to get you to do, you can keep your arms flat on that mat for a little bit of support if you like. Then from here, we're going to peel the hips up, bringing that right leg to a tabletop position. Keep yourself lifted here. Don't let the ribs or the hips rock. And tap that right big toe down to the mat and draw it back up to tabletop. Lovely, nice and slow and controlled here. One of the fundamentals of Pilates is control.
So when I see people rushing, you're really just not doing the work. So you need to slow it down. Speed is cheating, I always say. Control, the more controlled and the slower, the spicier, okay? So really slow everything down and just use your breath. Push into that left heel as you bring the leg up to tabletop and then lower that right toe down. You're going to give me 5, well done. For 4, really strong. For 3, really should feel that left hamstring talking to you. 2, bringing that leg up to tabletop, hold. Give me little pulses up and down out of that left heel. For 6, for 5, pressure in the heel. For 4, for 3, for 2, 1, lower yourself down, well done. If you need to take a little rock from side to side, window wipe with those legs, please do. Again, if you have the ball, it goes behind the left knee this time. Otherwise, don't worry, just bring your leg to tabletop. Again, this from here, imprint that lower back, press into that right heel as you peel and lift your hips up, coming up into your shoulder bridge. Shoulder, hip, knee, all in one straight line. And once you're ready, keep the hips lifted. Lower that left big toe down, tap, and bring it back up. Nice. Lower and draw it back up. Well done. Really strong. Use your breath here. And again, press into that right heel for me. Perfect. Keep the hips lifted. Keep them steady. Make sure they're not dipping down to one side. Lovely. Keep everything aligned. We're here for 4. Use that breath now. Come back to it. Allow it help you. For 2. Lovely. Last one. Left leg comes to tabletop. Hold. Now give me little pulses up and down. Pressing out of that right heel. We're going to be here for 8. For 7. For 6. Really turning that glute and hamstring on the right. For 4. For 3. 2, 1, and lower yourself down. Well done. Really strong. Drop your knees from side to side. Lovely work. From here, legs to tabletop position, hands behind the back of the thighs. Drop your chin to your chest. Roll yourself up. Then from here, you're going to pivot yourself around. We're going to come onto our forearms. Okay, so elbows in line with the shoulders. Forearms on the mat, making that nice 11 shape. Then walk your feet out behind you, lifting the knees up off the mat, coming into our forearm plank. Now from here, you're going to drop your left hip down and over, then come through the center and twist and drop that right hip down and over, come through the center. Stay in your plank position. Don't allow that bum or the hips to lift. You're staying in that low plank. Imagine there's laser beams above you, and if you go up too high, you're going to set them off. Nice. Dip those hips down, wringing out that tea towel. Feel that twist. For 4. Nice. For 3. Really targeting those obliques here. 2. 1. Come through the center. Hold. Breathe. Protract the shoulders. Imagine you're pushing yourself away from that mat. 5. 4. 3, 2, 1, tap the knees down. From here, coming up onto our hands. Nice. We're going to walk those feet out again, so you're coming into your high plank position. Now from here, we're going to try to lift your opposite arm to opposite leg, staying in the plank. If it's too much to do that, just raise one leg at a time, okay? So if you're ready and want to come with me, you're going to raise your right leg as you lift that left arm. Then lower both of them down. Raise your left leg as you lift that right arm. Really focus on stability here. Absolutely no rush. You might find one side easier than the other to lift, and try not to rush it. Like I said, if that's too much, just raise one leg, lower, lift the other, lower, whatever's here for you. Nice. We're here for 5. Well done. For 4, whoo, feeling that myself. Need to work on my imbalances. For 2, lovely. For 1, hold your plank, breathe. For 5 breaths, protract the shoulders. 3, 2, pike the hips to the ceiling. Downward dog, give yourself a moment. reset. If you need to find a child's pose here, whatever you need, or curl into a ball, whatever feels good, just give yourself that moment to reset. Really, really strong. Well done. When you're ready, you're going to tap your knees down, and from here we're going to come on to our right forearm. So again, we're going to come on and target those side glutes and our obliques on the opposite side. So your right forearm comes to the mat this time. Before you do anything, make sure that shoulder and elbow are in a nice line. And then from here, like I said, if you want to place the ball there to remind you, please do. Otherwise, just remember to lift those right hips up and out, okay, away from the mat so we're not sinking down. Knees stacked up on top of each other, big toes glued together, left hand on top of that hip, and once you're ready, lifting that left knee off the right and then lowering it back down. Again, try not to let it completely rest. It just barely touches or hovers over that right knee. Keep those big toes glued together. It's just the knee that's lifting the leg up and peeling away. Nice. It's the side glute that we want to target to do the motion to lift. Well done. Breathe in here for me. You're going to give me 6. Nice. For 5. For 4. Lovely. For 3. For 2. Last one, and lower it down. Now this time, you're going to lift the knee away and the foot away from the bottom leg. So lifting that leg up and lowering it down. From here, I want you to, excuse the expression, but it's like a dog going to the toilet, cocking that leg, okay? So you're lifting that leg up, cock the leg, and lower and hover. Well done. You're going to give me 5 more here like this. You should really start to feel that side glute turn on. Nice. Especially if you don't do a lot of side glute stuff. It's probably not the strongest, so it should turn on quite quickly. You should feel it. For 3. For 2. Adding that layer. The next time we lift the leg up, I want you to lift and peel those hips away from the mat. Then lower the hips down, lower the leg. Lift the leg up, peel the hips up from the mat and lower. Nice. Again, staying in that straight line, keeping those right ribs away from the mat. Peel and lift the hips as you lift that leg, cock the leg. Nice. And dip the hips, lower the leg. You're going to give me 4 more here. Really strong. For 3. Nice. For 2. Lovely. Last one. Hold. Now sweep that leg out in front. Point those toes. Sweep it back in line with that hip. Sweep the leg out and sweep it back. Well done. We're here for 6. Keep it in line with that hip if you can, keeping it away from the mat. Sweep it right out in front to you as if it's going horizontal. Then sweep it back in line with your hip. 3, 2, 1. Sweeping it back and lower the hips down. Nice. Again, we're staying in that position. If you need to shake that shoulder out for a second, please do. Shoulder in line with the elbow, staying on our forearm. Extend our legs along this time. This time your left leg is in front of your right. And once you're ready, you're going to peel those hips up, coming up into that side plank position. Raise that left arm to the ceiling if it's here for you. And if it's here for you, thread that needle under. Nice. Exhale as you twist from the trunk. Left arm goes under. Inhale, come back up, extend. Nice. Well done. We've 6 more here. Really strong. Turning on those obliques. For 4. For 3. For 2. Last one. Hold it up for 5. For 4. Lift those right hips up and out. 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself down. Well done. Final push here over our side body. Coming up onto that right hand. Again, just make sure everything's in line so that arm isn't too far away from you, okay? So shoulders in line with your hand. Extending the legs out, keeping them long. Left leg in front of the right. Once you're ready, legs are long. We're going to sweep and lift the hips. Arm goes up overhead. Make that rainbow shape. Then lower the hips down. Lower that, let the left arm swing by the side. Lift the hips up. Rainbow that left arm over.
Lower the hips down, rainbow it back around to that thigh. Nice, well done. You're going to give me 5. Really strong. Final push here of the side body for 4. Nice, everyone. For 3. Take your time, use your breath. Exhale as you lift. Inhale, lower. Lifting it up, holding it here if you can. Then from here, if you can, planting those feet down, pike the hips up as you bring that arm back. Then come back to your side plank. Lift the hips up, pike, and back to that side plank. For 5, really strong. For 4, nice. For 3, lovely. Last 2. Last 1. Whew, we're shaking. Hold for 4. For 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself down. Well done. Bend those knees, keep them where they are. Mermaid stretch. Bring that right arm up and over, keeping the glutes heavy on the mat. Feel that side body stretch. Breathe into it. Release it out. Bring yourself around. Roll the shoulders. Right hand comes down. Bend the right elbow. Left arm goes up and over. Release it out. Bring that right arm across the body. Feel that nice stretch. And the opposite side. And release it out. Lovely. Grabbing a quick drink of water if you need it. I definitely do. My throat's gone dry. Lovely. And from here, we're going to stand up for me. Taking your time. If you want to do a downward dog to get into it, don't let me stop you. Lovely. And from here, what we're going to do, if you have the ball, I'm going to get you to place your heel onto the ball, and the ball of your foot is still on the mat. So the ball of your foot is on the mat, your heel is on the ball. If you don't have it, you can come up onto the ball of the foot without support, or just keep that right leg completely flat, okay? From here, you're going to extend that, left leg out behind you, straight upright body, and all we're going to do, we're going to bend and drop that back left knee, and then come back up. So you're finding a 90-90 lunge. We're just adding a little bit of balance challenge by keeping the heel raised or keeping it on the ball. Or if you're flat-footed, that's completely fine. All you're doing here is bending and dropping that back left knee down towards the mat and drawing it up. If it's here, if you start to add in the arms as you bend the knee, bring the arms up over your head and draw it up. Well done. You're going to give me 6, really strong. For 5, use your breath. Inhale, drop. Exhale, come up. Last 3. Nice. Last 2. Last 1. Hold. Arms can hang by your side if you wish. You're going to pulse for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Hold it here. Now hinge from the hips, lean forward, extend that left leg long behind you. Lovely. And from here, hands can come to the hips. Tap that left toe up and extend it long back behind you. Bring it up. Tap. Extend it long. Hinge from the hips, leaning forward. You should feel that right quadrant glute really start to shake and turn on, because I know mine is. We're here for 5. Well done. For 4, you got this. For 3. For 2. Last 1, extend, hold, stay in that lean. We're here for 6. For 5. For 4. 3, 2, 1. Draw it up. Ooh, shake out that glute. Wow. I don't know if you could see that through the camera, but my right leg was shaking like a leaf. Truth tremors, I like to call them. You know you're doing the work if you have your tremors like that. Lovely. From here, nice and simple. All you're going to do into a squat position. Okay, from here, we're going to squat ourselves down. We're going to pulse. 3, 2, 1. Draw it up. Feel the squeeze of the glute. Squat down, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Draw it up. Again, take your time. Pressure in the heels. 3, 2, 1. Draw it up. Well done. Really strong. You're going to give me 3 more. Pulse for 3, then push yourself up. Squeeze the glutes. Last 2. Last 1. We're going to drop it down. We're holding and pulsing for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4. We're really nearly there now. 3, 2, 1. Push yourself up. Well done. If you have the ball, again, the ball's going to come under the left heel this time. Ball of the left foot is on the mat. Heel is raised. Perfect. Again, if you don't have the ball, please don't worry. You either come up onto the ball of the foot. A block, if you have it, does the same thing, or completely go flat-footed. Then nice and simple, extend that right leg back behind you, straighten that upper body so we're nice and upright, and then nice and simple, hands on the hips, bend that back right knee down and draw it up. Bend it down and draw it up. Finding your 90-90 lunge, just really starting to target that quad a little bit more if the heel is raised, and also challenging our balance. Lovely. You're going to give me 5 more. Well done. For 4. Really nearly there now. We're on our final push. Stick with me if you can. For 2. Lovely. Last one. Drop it down. Hold. Pulse for 6. For 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. 1. Hold. Now hinge from the hips. Lean forward. Lengthen that right leg back behind you. Hold. Then tap the right toe up and extend and lengthen. Tap. Extend and lengthen. Stay bent into that left knee. Stay hinging and leaning forward. We're here for 8. Well done. For 7. Nice. You got this. Final push of the day. 5. Well done. For 4. For 3. 2. Last one. Extend that leg. Hold for 6. For 5. For 4. Leaning forward. Shift that way. 3, 2, 1, and draw it up. Well done. Shake it out. Kick that ball away if you have it. Well done. Really, really strong. Once you're ready, coming to the back of the mat for me, dropping the chin to your chest, roll yourself down over your body, let everything hang heavy, bending into one knee at a time, releasing out that posterior chain and back body. Really strong. From here, walk the hands out till you get into your prone position, lying on that mat. Hands on either side of the chest. You're going to exhale, peel that chest up off the mat. Keep an ever so slight bend in the elbows. Don't lock them out. Hold here, feel that back extension. Pulling that left shoulder back. Exhale, look over that left shoulder if it's here for you. Inhale through center. Exhale, pulling your right shoulder back, looking over that right shoulder. Inhale through center. One more each side. Try to take this time if you can. It might be the last few moments you get for yourself for the rest of the day. And just time to regulate our nervous system again. Inhale through center. From here, coming up onto our knees. Few cat-cows. Once you're ready, inhale, open up the chest and shoulders, arching that lower back. Exhale, round the spine, eyes to belly. Inhale, open up the chest and shoulders, dip and arch into that back. Exhale, round the spine, eyes to belly. Last one, really rippling through, open up your chest and shoulders. Exhale, round the spine, eyes to belly. From here, curling the toes under. Lift and pike those hips to the ceiling. Find your downward dog. Hold here. Big inhale, breathe into the back body, expand the rib cage. Exhale, blow it all out. Nice, big inhale, breathe into the back body. Exhale, blow it out. Slowing down that breath to regulate our nervous system. From here, walking your hands back towards your feet. Keep the hips as steady as you can. Try not to rock. Then bending into the knees. Really bend your knees so your chest melts onto the front of your thighs. You feel that connection. Grabbing your elbows with your hands. Start to sway side to side, releasing out our posterior chain. Push into the heels. Drop the chin to the chest so it's nice and tucked in. And slowly and evenly, absolutely no rush, make me wait for you. Start to roll yourself up to that standing position. Lower, mid, upper back, head is the last to come up, chin is the last to lift. Once you're here, bring your arms up over your head. We're going to grab our left wrist, leaning over towards the right. Pushing down into that left heel. Breathe into the side ribs. Enjoy that side body stretch. You know we worked it a lot. Well done. Enjoy it. Inhale. Come up. Opposite side.
Breathe into the back body, full side body stretch here, releasing it all out. Inhale, come up, palms together, eyes to the palms, big squeeze and clench your glutes for me, and lean yourself back, pushing those hips forward, back extension. Inhale up, exhale, blow it all out. Well done, give yourself a nice big clap, you made it. Thank you so much for joining me, I really, really appreciate it. If you have any questions or have any requests, please leave a little comment or drop me a message on Instagram, whatever works better for you. As always, I really, really appreciate you giving up your time and moving with me on the mat. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again next week.